As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 6 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Qur'an every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's Word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Qur'an down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoy the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a text episode can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection concludes Surah 32, As-Sajdah, or the Prostration, verses 15 through 30. These verses detail the special reward given to those who spend of themselves out of love and fear for their Lord. Lastly, it links the Qur'an to the Torah, the book given to Prophet Moses. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Only those people believe in our revelations who, when they are reminded of them, prostrate themselves in adoration and celebrate the praises of their Lord and are not puffed up with pride, who forsake their beds and invoke their Lord with fear and hope, and spend in charity out of the sustenance which we have given them. No one knows what delights of the eye have been kept hidden for them as a reward for their good deeds. Can he who is a believer be like the one who is a transgressor? Of course they are not alike. As for those who believe and do good deeds, they shall be rewarded in the gardens of paradise as an entertainment for their good deeds. But those who transgress shall be cast into the fire. Whenever they escape from it, they shall be pushed back into it, and it will be said to them, "Taste the punishment of the fire which you used to deny." We shall certainly make them taste the lighter torment in this life, before the greater punishment of the hereafter, so that they may return to the right way. Who could be more unjust than the one who is reminded of the revelations of his Lord and turns away from them? Surely we shall take vengeance on such criminals. We gave the book to Moses, the Torah, that is, so be not in doubt for receiving this book, the Qur'an, which is similar to that, and we made the Torah a guide for the children of Israel. We appointed from among them leaders giving guidance under our command, so long as they showed patience and firmly believed in our revelations. Surely your Lord will decide between them on the day of resurrection concerning those matters wherein they differ among themselves. Do they not learn a lesson from the historical events of many generations we have destroyed before them, in whose dwelling places they move about? Surely there are signs in this. Do they not listen? Do they not see how we drive the rain to the parched lands and therefrom bring forth crops of which they and their cattle eat? Have they no vision? Still they say, when will this judgment take place if you are telling the truth? Tell them, on the day of judgment, it will be of no benefit to the unbelievers if they believe, since at that time they will not be granted a respite. Therefore, pay no heed to them, and wait as they are waiting. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Qur'an just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.